Office of the Baao Camarines Sur. We are about to conduct the pre-bid conference for 3 civil works, namely 24FN 0038, 24FN 0040, and 24FN 00 up to 40. Before we begin, let us all stand for a short prayer.
Bless everyone present today, that each may be able to share his or her contributions and gifts. Grant good health and safety to loved ones left outside this room, and bestow peace and goodwill to all of us. We ask for your wisdom and grace to use our talents for the betterment of others. May the various activities related to this day be a success through your intervention. With gratitude, we offer this prayer in your name. Amen.
Let us first check the attendance. For the back members, yours truly, Engineer Nida P. Pontillas, the chairperson. We have the members, Engineer Antonio Mendez, Engineer Aris Hermoso, Engineer Arman Ibarreta, Miss Maria Corazon Broca. We have here Engineer Irene Farco, Engineer Jeffrey Olipit for the NGOC representative. And for the technical working group, headed by Engineer Philip Salvadora, the members are Jasmine Erica Jacob, Engineer Diane Rose Gonzalez, Engineer Mark Anthony Bayos, Engineer Rijanre Moroso, Engineer Joanna Marie Manao, Engineer Christine Gia Piñon, Engineer Siren Cañeso. For the back secretariat, we have Engineer Reynaldo Manaoc as the head. The members are the following: Engineer Elizabeth Ulieres, Mrs. Dolores Casiao, Architect Maria Cleta Copi, Engineer Sheila Marie Piceno, Engineer Christine Matuis, and Engineer Florland Herno. So far, all are present except 2. Nasa quorum po tayo. We have to start now for the pre-bid conference. Time check, that is 1:13 p.m. May I call on Engineer Salvadora to discuss the scope of work and contract data.
Thank you po. These are the scope of work and contract data of contract ID 24FN0038 to 24FN0040. For contract ID 24FN0038, the name of contract is CSSP-BIP-Access roads and or bridges from the national roads leading to major or strategic public buildings or facilities. Construction of road, Barangay San Francisco, Baao, Camarines Sur. The location is Barangay San Francisco, Baao, Camarines Sur. The scope of works is construction of road. The approved budget for the contract is 96,500,000 pesos flat, and the contract duration is 206 calendar days. License classification, medium A, and the cost of bidding documents is 50,000 pesos. Next contract ID is 24FN0039. The name of contract is CSSP-BIP-Access roads and or bridges from the national roads leading to major or strategic public buildings or facilities. Construction of road, Barangay Santa Eulalia, Barangay San Francisco, Baao, Camarines Sur. The location is Baao, Camarines Sur. The scope of works is construction of road. The approved budget for the contract is 96,500,000 pesos flat. The contract duration is 206 calendar days and the license classification is medium A. The cost of documents is 50,000 pesos. Last contract ID is 24FN0040. The name of contract is CSSP-Sustainable Infrastructure Projects Alleviating Gaps or SIPAG. Access road and or bridges from the national roads leading to major or strategic public buildings or facilities. Construction of road, Barangay Santa Eulalia, Baao, Camarines Sur. The location is Santa Eulalia, Baao, Camarines Sur. The scope of works is construction of road. The approved budget for the contract is 193 million pesos flat. The contract duration is 261 calendar days. And the license classification is medium A. The cost of bidding documents is 50,000 pesos. Prospective bidders should be registered with and classified by the Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board or PCAB. The PCAB license category for license classification stated. The description of an eligible bidder is contained in the bidding documents, particularly in Annex 2-11B, Section 2 and 3 of bidding documents. Contractors or applicants who wish to participate in this bidding must be in document request list or DRL of the PhilJEP's website and secure a printout copy showing that they are included in the list and are encouraged to enroll in the DPWH Civil Works application at the DPWH Procurement Service, 5th floor, DPWH Building, Bonifacio Drive, Port Area, Manila. While those already enrolled shall keep their records current and updated. The contractor's eligibility to bid on the project will be determined using the DPWH Contractor Profile Eligibility Process or CPEP and subject to further post-qualification. Information on registration can be obtained from the PRS during working weekdays from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on the per GPPB Resolution number 15-2021, prospective bidders are required to upload and maintain current the following eligibility documents and PhilJEPs. Letter A, registration certification, it's either SEC or DTI. B, mayor's or business permit or equivalent documents. C, tax clearance. D, pickup license and registration. E, audited financial statements. Any expired documents among the aforementioned eligibility documents shall render the platinum registration certificate as automatically suspended. Its validity shall resume only once the said expired documents is already updated with the PhilJEPs. Bidding will be conducted through open competitive bidding procedures using non-discretionary pass-fail criterion as is specified in the 2016 revised IRR of Republic Act 9184, otherwise known as the Government Procurement Reform Act. The contract shall be awarded to the lowest calculated responsive bidder or LCRB who was determined during post-qualification. Interested bidders may obtain further information from the DPWH Camarines Sur District Engineering Office at Santa Teresa, Baao, Camarines Sur during weekdays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. bid submission may be done manually or electronically online. However, bidders should only select one mode of submission, either manual or electronic. Similar to manual submission, the guidelines for preparation and submission of an electronic bid are contained in the BDS. Bids must be duly received by the BAC Secretariat at the address stated for manual submission, or at electronic bids, Camarines Sur 5 at DPWH.gov.ph for electronic submission on or before April 3, 2024 until 10 a.m. All bids must be accompanied by a bid security in any of the acceptable forms and in the amount stated in ITB Clause 18. Bid opening shall be on April 3, 2024 at exactly 10:30 a.m. at the DPWH Camarines Sur DEO, Santa Teresita, Baao, Camarines Sur. Bids will be opened in the presence of the bidders' representatives who choose to attend at the address stated. Late bids shall not be accepted. In addition, please be advised to read and review the instruction to bidder, eligibility data sheet, bid data sheet, and special condition of the contract in the bidding documents. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Salvadora. May we hear from Engineer Olitukit for the requirements of the bidding documents?
Thank you, ma'am. For the special condition of contract for contract ID number 24FN0038, 24FN0039, and 24FN0040 under 7.2 in case of semi-permanent structures such as buildings of types 1, 2, and 3 as classified under the National Building Code of the Philippines, concrete asphalt roads, concrete river controls, drainage, irrigation line canals, river landing, deep wells, rock causeway, pedestrian overpass, and other similar semi-permanent structures is 5 years. For the scope of works for contract ID number 24FN0038 is construction of road. The major categories of work of the contract to be procured is RCG, roads, construction, gravel. Unit of measure is kilometers. Dimension is 0.79. The cost estimate for its major category of work is 96,500,000 pesos. The similar major categories of work are RRG, roads, rehabilitation, gravel. Another RCTP, roads, construction, tunnel, PCCP. Another one RCSPS, roads, construction, slope protection using structural measures. Example, revetment, retaining structures, wire net. And lastly, RCP, roads, construction, PCCP. For the scope of works, for contract ID number 24FN0039 is construction of road. The major categories of work of the contract to be procured is RCG, roads, construction, gravel. Unit of measure is kilometers. Dimension is 0.79. Cost estimate for its major category of work is 96,500,000 pesos. The similar major categories of work are RRG, roads, rehabilitation, gravel. Another RCTP, roads, construction, tunnel, PCCP. Another one RCSPS, roads, construction, slope protection using structural measures. Example, revetment, retaining structures, wire net. And last, RCP, roads, construction, PCCP. For contract ID number 24FN0040, the scope of works construction of road. The major categories of work of the contract to be procured is RCG, roads, construction, gravel. Unit of measure is kilometers. Dimension is 1.58. The cost estimate for its major category of work is 193 million pesos. The similar major categories of work are RRG, roads, rehabilitation, gravel. Another RCTP, roads, construction, tunnel, PCCP. Another one RCSPS, roads, construction, slope protection using structural measures. Example, revetment, retaining structures, wire net. And last, RCP, roads, construction, PCCP. For contract ID 24FN0038 to 24FN0039. The size range is medium A. The license category is B. The single largest project is about 15 million pesos up to 75 million pesos. The allowable range of contract cost is up to 150 million pesos. For the contract ID 24FN0040, the size range is medium B. The license category A, the single largest project is about 75 million pesos up to 150 million pesos. The allowable range of contract cost is up to 300 million pesos. The minimum work experience requirements for the key personnel are the following. The required is 50% of ABC of each contract. The key personnel are project manager, project engineer, materials engineer, safety, health officer, and construction foreman. The number of personnel are all one. A general experience for project manager, project engineer, safety officer, and construction foreman is 5 years, and for the materials engineer is 3 years. For the relevant experience in position in similar works are all 3 years. Under Section 3, the data sheet, the accredited safety officer required upon issuance of notice of award, subject to Department Order 129 Series of 2014, submission of Construction Safety and Health Program approved by the Department of Labor and Employment or DOLE. First aider with certificate of training issued by Red Cross in compliance to DOLE requirements for the approval of Construction Safety and Health Program required upon issuance of notice of award, subject to Department Order 129 Series of 2014, submission of Construction Safety and Health Program approved by the Department of Labor and Employment or DOLE. The said approved CSSP duly received by DOLE shall be basis for the processing and approval of the contract. However, no claims by the contractor, advance payment, or first billing shall be processed and paid without the submission of the approved CSSP duly concurred by the DOLE or subject to Department Order 129 Series of 2014. For the minimum major equipment required for contract ID number 24FN0038 to 24FN0040, prospective bidders may view it on the bid data sheet clause 14.2a, open parenthesis 4, close parenthesis, open parenthesis C, close parenthesis of each bidding documents posted in the DPWH and PhilJEP's website. Minimum material testing equipment requirements for the project for the major contractors as per Department Order number 11 Series of 2017 and Department Order 127 Series of 2018, strict application of Republic Act 9184 in the conduct of post-qualification of bidders with delayed ongoing contracts with the DPWH. Bids will valid until 120 calendar days from the date of opening of bids. That's all, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Jeffrey. Now we come to the documents to be submitted by the bidders to be discussed by Ms. Haku.
Good afternoon po. For the financial documents, number 1, financial bid form, 2, bid prices and the bill of quantities, 3, summary of bid prices, 4, detailed estimates including a summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates and equipment rentals used in coming up with the bid, and number 5, cash flow by quarter. For technical documents will be discussed by Engineer Joanna and Engineers.
Good afternoon, everyone. For the required bid security, there are 2 acceptable forms. First is bid securing declaration as provided in Section 27.5 of the revised IRR of RA 9184. And second is any form of bid security in an amount not less than the required percentage of the APC in accordance with the following schedule. For form of bid security, A, cash or cashier's manager's check issued by a universal or commercial bank. B, bank draft, guarantee, or irrevocable letter of credit issued by a universal or commercial bank for the amount of bid security, 2%. And letter C, surety bond callable upon demand issued by a surety or insurance company truly certified by the Insurance Commission as authorized to issue such security. For the amount of bid security, 5%. And validity period, a maximum of 120 calendar days from the opening of bid. That's all for the required bid security.
Good afternoon. For technical checklist, number 1, required bid security, bid securing declaration or any form of bid security. Number 2, if applicable, special pickup license for joint venture agreement and duly notarized statements from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the joint venture agreement in the instance that the bid is successful shall be included in the bid. Number 3, project requirements, which shall include the following: organizational chart for the contract, list of contractors' key personnel to be assigned to the contract with their qualification data, list of contractors' major construction equipment units to be assigned to the contract, supported by certifications of availability, owned list, and under purchase agreement supported by proof of ownership like LTO official receipt, certificate of registration, cash sales, invoice, official receipt, contract of lease agreements, purchase agreements of equipment executed by owner, lessor, vendor, and made under oath. List of contractors' minimum materials testing equipment units to be assigned to the contract, supported by certifications of availability, owned list supported by proof of ownership like cash, sales, invoice, official receipt, contract of lease agreements of equipment executed by the owner, lessor, and made under oath. Number 4, omnibus one statement as required by the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184 section 25.3. Number 5, contractors construction safety and health program, and number 6, PhilJEP certificate of platinum registry. Thank you.
All pages must be numbered paginated consecutively at the top hand right margin, each page signed by the bidder, below page number and total number of which must be indicated in the covering page and signed by the duly authorized representative. All sets of documents, financial and technical envelope must be properly book bounded pursuant to DPWH DO number 90 series of 2020. Use checklist of the technical and financial envelopes here to attach in section 9 bidding forms and shall included as first page and the book bounding of each envelopes with ear tabbing label for each checklist.
Criteria and procedure for eligibility check, preliminary examination of bids, detailed evaluation of bids, post-qualification and award. For the eligibility check, the BAC will determine the eligibility of the bidders based on the PhilJEP's registration and their legal aid documents, which should be maintained current and updated, including that of the Civil Works application, which focuses on the NFCC, work experience, or single largest completed contract similar to the contract project for bidding at hand. BAC will ascertain based on the checklist of the required documents to be submitted using pass or fail criterion during the preliminary and detailed bid evaluation. In addition, after the opening of bids as per 2016 revised implementing rules and regulations under section 32.2, the BAC will conduct a detailed bid evaluation of all the bids using non-discretionary criteria wherein it requires the completeness of the bid. For the post-qualification, the bidders were advised to read Department Order 127 of series of 2018 and other issuances to this matter, since the BAC will be very keen and strict on the conduct of post-qualification process, considering that the concerned officials or employees, including the concerned BAC members, will be liable to the administrative penalties if this directive will not be followed. Then, 10 calendar days upon receipt of the notice of award, the contractor must comply the documents needed in notice of award for the issuance of contract agreement. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Bayos. Is there any questions or comments from the group? Yes, Engineer Arman.
We will be having a supplemental bid bulletin po, and it will be posted either tomorrow or by Monday.
Thank
Due
you.
to change in
Sa calendar days,
no, the
quantities.
IAW sa
Okay.
iyo.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions? If there is none, this pre-bid conference is called adjourned. Thank you very much for the presence of everyone.